They step onto the red carpet. A galaxy of light explodes around them. The cameras flash, 1,000 tiny aggressive suns. The sound is a roar, a wall of cheers, shouted names. They smile. Impossibly bright. It is practiced. It is a shield. For these few moments, under the blinding glare, the world looks like a perfect dream. The clothes are couture. The jewels are real. The poses are strong and confident. They look like gods, untouchable, serene. This is the image we are sold, the first chapter of the story. But this shimmering portrait is just that. A portrait, a carefully constructed moment, a single frame frozen in time. Behind flawless smiles and effortless waves, a different story unfolds. Long, grueling days and sleepless nights. Immense pressure. A team who plan, a team who polish, a team who push. A quiet fear lives in the spaces between the flashes. Cold dread creeps in when the applause fades. What comes next? How do I hold on to this? How do I keep the world from looking away? To stay relevant, they must offer more. The performance cannot end when the curtains close, or when the credits roll. It must spill into their real lives. They are encouraged, then expected, to share pieces of themselves. They post photos of their homes. They post photos of their children. They post photos of their morning coffee. They appear on talk shows. They recount personal anecdotes. Polished, relatable. The public's appetite is voracious and immediate. It demands a constant stream of newness. The machine must be fed. The fuel is their private existence, served up in bite-sized pieces for the hungry masses. This transaction begins subtly. It feels like a choice. Share a little. Get a lot back. Fans feel closer, more connected. Not just spectators. Part of the journey. The line between sharing and sacrificing blurs. A gentle request for a new song. A gentle request for a new film. It hardens into a demand for something intimate. It asks for raw, unscripted life. A difficult birth. A painful breakup. A moment of weakness. These things become commodities. What felt like a blessing becomes an invasion. A relentless claim on every corner of their being. The demand is simple and brutal. Give us everything. When the curated sharing is not enough, the hunt begins. This is the domain of the paparazzi. They are the foot soldiers in the war for celebrity information, a relentless force armed with long-lens cameras, a complete disregard for personal boundaries. They are not there to capture the posed, smiling moments on the red carpet. They are there for the opposite. They are hunting for the unscripted, the unguarded, the unflattering. They wait outside, homes, schools, restaurants. They hide in bushes, follow cars on motorcycles, creating dangerous situations in pursuit of a single, valuable shot. For them, a person's private life is not a sanctuary. It is a lucrative wilderness to be exploited. The images they capture are different. They are stolen moments, ripped from the context of a person's life. A photograph of a star yelling at their child, taken from a great distance, becomes proof of bad parenting. A picture of them crying in their car becomes a story of a mental breakdown. Section 4. The digital guillotine scandals in the age of social media. The paparazzi hunt for physical moments, but a new, more insidious hunt takes place online. This is the world of public scandals, where a person's reputation can be dismantled in a matter of hours. A poorly worded tweet from a decade ago, a leaked private email, a snippet of a conversation taken out of context, these are the weapons of the digital age. In the past, a scandal might take days or weeks to unfold, mediated by journalists and publicists. Today, it happens in real time. A wildfire of outrage spreading across social media platforms with terrifying speed and intensity. The court of public opinion convenes instantly. No rules of evidence, no right to appeal. This new form of public shaming is uniquely brutal. It is a pile-on of epic proportions. A person at the center of a scandal is not just criticized, they are buried under an avalanche of hate. Their social media feeds fill with threats, insults, calls for their career to be ended. This is not a dialogue. It is a digital stoning, where each tweet and comment is another rock thrown. The target is dehumanized, reduced to a symbol of whatever transgression they are accused of. Their past work, their good deeds, their humanity, all of it is erased, overshadowed by a single, alleged mistake. The mob is faceless, and its power is immense. The pressure to respond is immediate and overwhelming. But any response is a gamble. To apologize is to admit guilt, which can fuel the fire. To stay silent is to appear arrogant or unremorseful, which can also fuel the fire. To fight back, to try and explain the context, is often seen as making excuses. There is no right move. The person is trapped in a public relations nightmare, often abandoned by sponsors and employers who are terrified of being associated with the controversy. They watch as their life's work is torched. Their name becomes toxic. Their future evaporates before their eyes. Some people weather these storms. They disappear for a while and then attempt a carefully managed comeback. But many do not. The psychological damage can be profound and lasting. The experience of being publicly shamed on a global scale is a trauma that few can comprehend. It can lead to severe anxiety, depression, and a permanent fear of public life. The digital guillotine is not just a metaphor. For some, it represents a social and professional death. Section 6. The falling mask. Symbols of a fading light. There are recurring images, powerful symbols that speak a truth deeper than words. One of the most potent is the mask. We imagine it as ornate and beautiful, held up to hide the true face. Eventually, the hand that holds it grows tired. The mask begins to slip. Unguarded emotion, a flicker of sadness in the eyes. A forced smile that doesn't quite reach them. A crack in the facade. The mask falls, piece by piece, revealing the weary, vulnerable human being who has been holding it up so long. The performance ends and reality bleeds through. Another symbol. The dimming of the lights. Fame is a bright, hot spotlight. It illuminates and magnifies everything. To be in it is to be exposed, to be seen, to be relevant. Spotlights are not permanent. They can be moved, they can be turned down. The dimming can be gradual. A career slowly fades or sudden, after a scandal or major failure. To watch the light move away, to feel its warmth recede, is terrifying. The silence after the roar of the crowd is deafening. Darkness, once a refuge, becomes irrelevance. Then, the closing curtain. On stage, the end of the show. In a celebrity's life, a retreat from the public eye. Sometimes a choice. Step away and reclaim privacy. Move to a small town, change their name, try to disappear. More often, the curtain closes on them. Roles stop coming. Invitations dry up, the world forgets and moves on. The closing curtain is a quiet tragedy, an ending that felt permanent. These symbols, the falling mask, the dimming lights, the closing curtain, tell the arc of fame. A journey from dazzling peak to quiet, shadowed valley. Glamour and glory are temporary. Fame elevates, and it exposes. It holds them to the light. Showing talent and beauty also flaws fear's fragility. It takes private parts of life and makes them public property. A transaction that gives much but can take so much more. Section 7. The lingering shadow. A final reflection. We are drawn to the light. As a culture, we are mesmerized by the spectacle of fame. We watch the awards shows, we follow the stars on social media. We consume their lives as a form of entertainment. We see the polished smiles on the red carpet, and we believe, for a moment, in the fantasy. We believe in a world where people can be beautiful, talented, and loved by millions. It is a powerful and seductive narrative. It is a modern fairy tale, and we are its eager audience. We think we know the story. We think the bright, shining image is the truth. But it is only ever a part of it. The full story is always more complicated, always shaded with gray. The reality is that a life lived under the microscope is a life fundamentally altered. The constant gaze of the public changes a person. It can harden them or it can break them. It forces them into a state of perpetual performance, where every action is scrutinized and every word is weighed. We, the public, are complicit in this. Our clicks are votes. Our attention is currency. The demand for more content, more access, more drama. is what fuels the machine. We are the ones who create the pressure, who feed the outrage, who buy the magazines with the stolen photos on the cover. We are not just passive observers. We are active participants in this ecosystem. Fame is a magnifying glass. It makes the good seem great, but it also makes the small flaws look like monstrous deformities. It amplifies success, but it also amplifies failure. It reveals a person's greatest strengths, but it also exposes their most private vulnerabilities, the very things they might have wished to keep hidden in the shadows. The shadows, we often forget, are not just places of darkness. They are places of safety, of healing, of quiet authenticity. To have every shadow illuminated, to live a life with no corners in which to hide, is an unnatural state of being. It is a price that may be too high for anyone to pay. And so, we are left with this stark reality. The light of fame does not just create stars, it can also consume them. It offers a golden ticket to a kingdom, but the kingdom is a gilded cage. We watch, we admire, we judge, and we move on. But for the person at the center of the storm, the experience is life-altering and often wounding. We see the performance, but we miss the cost. We see the shine, but we don't see the slow burn. As we continue to watch, to click, and to comment, perhaps we should pause and ask ourselves a quiet, simple question. What is it exactly that we think we have a right to see? Fame reveals everything, even what you never wanted shown.